Alright, YouTube, I know it's been a minute since your boy been on here.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First carry now for Trey Sermon. Get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Running left is Sermon. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
To the right side, this is Sermon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Play action. Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Come on, control.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. He didn't even didn't try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Murray. And Daniels has it over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. First target, first catch at a 1st down. Here's Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and Daniels has it left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray, escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First carry for James Conner. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. They run with Conner. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On first and 10 is Conner. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 4. Murray a give. This is Conner. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll run here with Conner. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, a 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Garoppolo to Ayuk, first down 49ers.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's airing it out for Sanu. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a throw here to his running back. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. $13 yards remaining on second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. On the handoff, Connor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on third and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll run the toss here with Sermon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. They'll leave that underneath to Sermon, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return will be stopped at the 30. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Murray going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Murray now. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Second down and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will It'll bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Garoppolo. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Let's make these babies 21. Here we go. Let's make these.
They'll run for it. Sermon. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And he's got this down to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And that will be Incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The 30. 10. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they tried to tack on